It's such an amazing thing that God does in our life when He brings things to reality. It shows us that through all the things that are happening, the very simple solution, the very simple answer to it all is you need to spend more time with God. I promise you, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you're doing, it's not enough. I promise you, no matter how much you're praying or how much time you spend in prayer, you can do more. And the more that we do in that aspect of our life, it benefits our life more than anything. The greatest gift you can give yourself is alone time with God. In Psalm 91, I want to read 9, 10, and 11. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. What more do you need? What more do you need? Why would you not want to spend alone time with Him? He will give His angels charge over thee. That is right there is enough to say, I need to spend more time. I need to have that confidence that I have a close enough relationship with God, the creator of all things, that He'll put His angels in charge over me. Regardless of what comes about in this old world, it can't get me. It can't touch me. He loves us. He cares for us. He just wants us to spend a little time. He wants you to be a mountain man for God. He wants you to be alone with Him. He wants you to put it. Those guys had to leave everything. I mean, 18 years old. Okay, I'm going to the mountains. 45 years later, he finally retires from being a mountain. He gave up everything. He left it all behind. There was nothing. All he had was what he could ride off with. God wants you to take that kind of time with Him. Moses did it. Daniel did it. Jeremiah did it. All the men of the Bible we read it. Think about John was alone on an island. It's not like he could even go visit anybody. He had no place to go and nobody to visit. You talk about alone. And he got the greatest revelation from God ever in that time. And the greatest revelation in your life will come when you are alone with God. The greatest revelation of what He wants to do for you and how He can protect you is when you are alone with Him. Quiet solitude. Nothing to distract you. Lord, I want to sit right here, and I want to know that You're here with me, and I want to experience what You have for me. I want to be alone with You. Nothing in my way. Greatest revelation in your life will come in that time. When we are alone with God, when we have separated everything else out of our life, then He really truly becomes God to us. When we're willing to put everything else aside and everything else away, and I'll turn off my cell phone, I'll unplug everything, everything goes away. I'm going to just forget about everything else. I'm going to go spend some time alone with God. He truly becomes our King at that point. He truly becomes our Lord. He truly becomes the most important thing in our life. And with that He will work. With that He will take. And with that He will multiply. When a man like Billy Graham says, well, if I had to do over, I'd pray more. There's a whole lot to be said about getting some praying done. What a peaceful time it is. What an awesome time it is to just be alone with God. The Creator of all things wants to visit with you one-on-one. Will you give Him that opportunity? Will you give Him the time? Will you begin to say, you know what, I want to rearrange my schedule. I'm going to move things around so I can have, I'm going to find that alone time with God. And I'm going to speak to Him. I'm going to let Him speak to me. Because I want to know that the Creator of the universe has put His angels charge over me. What an amazing feeling this got to be. To know that God has put His angels over charge. Just because I spend time with Him. Just because I separate and I spend time alone with God. Think about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. Pray about it some more. Ask God to show you where you need to be alone with Him. It's a wonderful thing to be part of. It's a wonderful thing to do. And the more you do it, the more you're going to want to do it. And when you get up in your years and say, well, I missed a lot of praying that I could have done. A lot of time I could have spent with God that I didn't. As the Bible tells us, even more so as we see the day approaching, and we see the day approaching. We know the day's coming. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to realize what's going on. So join us Wednesday night. See if we're all still here. There's some that say we won't be. Be looking for Jesus, because he's looking for you. He wants to spend some time with you. We got a couple songs we're going to close with tonight. The light. God is the light of the world. And he shines the light in the darkness. And he wants to shine the light in your world. He wants to give you a confidence and a boldness and a security that can't be bought with money or with anything else. Go ahead.
Let's stand.
There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and sunny side too. When you meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side will also be you. Go keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. Pretty amazing as we come to a place of all the things that are going on. God speaks to us in a lot of ways. We talk about being alone with God. We talk about allowing God to speak to us. Or maybe God's speaking to you tonight. Maybe God is here tonight and He's saying, you know what? You need to be saved. You need to let me come into your life and let me come into your heart. You need to let me forgive you of all your sins. You need to give me your life so that I can begin to speak and I can begin to work in your life and I can put my angels charge over. Would you give him a chance tonight? Would you allow him to come into your life? Would you allow him to be part of the King of all kings and Lord of all lords in your life tonight? You can come up here, I'll pray with you. I'll pick this off. I'll pray with you right here. You can take a card off the table and call me. You can send a prayer request on AZ City Cowboy Church. You can just get out on your knees and get along with God and say, God, if you're real, show me. God, if you're real, come into my life. He's waiting on you to make that decision. He's waiting on you to say, I know I need God. So I'm pleading with you tonight to make that decision. That I need God in my life. I'm not going to be afraid and I'm not going to be ashamed. I'm going to step out. I'm going to say, I need Jesus Christ. I need salvation. Make that choice. Make it soon. Because we have no guarantee of tomorrow. We have no guarantee of anything. The guarantee we have is if we accept Jesus Christ, He forgives us and He washes away our sins and He puts His angels in charge of us. Would you let Him do that in your life tonight? Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for all that you've done. Lord, we thank you for the opportunities that you've brought our way. We thank you as we see a world that's just thirsty for knowledge of you. We thank you that you allow us to serve you in that way. We thank you for each one that's here tonight. Lord, teach us to be alone with you, to teach us to walk in that oneness with you, to where we rely on you for everything we have. And we give you the praise and the glory for it all. In the name of your Son, Jesus. And we thank you for it. In His name. Amen. Let's all stand.